Chosen one, Wednesday is your lucky day. Listen, something is already shifting in your favor, and it's happening faster than you think. Wednesday isn't just another midweek day on the calendar for you. It's not random. It's not meaningless. It is divine. It has been chosen and marked with a special kind of power, one that only a chosen one like you can fully activate. You've waited long enough. You've prayed through the silence. You've endured the nights when it felt like nothing was moving. But what you didn't know was that something sacred has been reserved just for this day. Yes, this very Wednesday is coded with alignment, breakthrough, and acceleration. You're not here by accident. You didn't stumble into this message. The universe and heaven aligned your spirit with this confirmation because something major is about to happen. It is a spiritual wake-up call. Watch this video until the very end, because the more you listen, the more you're going to feel this power rising inside of you. You are being summoned to respond, to declare, and to activate your alignment. And write your warmest wishes in the comments along with the number 777. That number is a spiritual amplifier. It connects you with the power of divine timing and the frequency of fulfilled desires. This is more than just interaction. It is your energy vote. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. Chosen one, your whole life is about to pivot because of a day that most people overlook. Wednesday is not loud. It does not scream like Monday with demands, and it does not glitter like a weekend escape. But for the chosen one, it is sacred. It's the day of sudden realizations, of disguised rewards, of divine delivery dressed in silence. You're not waiting anymore. You're arriving. And what's arriving for you is not just luck, it's appointed favor. Because Wednesday holds a vibration that aligns with harmony, intelligence, decision, and swift reversals. The kind of day where something small turns out to be the missing key. The kind of moment where one text message, one call, one deposit, one unexpected visitor or email changes everything. And here's the secret most never realize. Your spiritual path has been lining up behind the scenes to synchronize with this exact rhythm. That's why you've felt strange energy building since the beginning of the week. That's why sleep has felt different. That's why your thoughts keep circling on that one thing you can't quite shake. That's not anxiety. That's divine preparation. You're being internally calibrated to meet your moment. Chosen one, let me remind you of something. You've been faithful even when it didn't make sense. You've believed in the invisible. You've spoken words of life over dry ground. And now, Wednesday, the day that breaks the week open, is coming to break your delay, to disrupt your old pattern, to introduce the miracle you couldn't quite see coming. Your seed has been growing beneath the surface, and while others see soil, you see promise. You see harvest. You see hope. There's something powerful about being underestimated, and many have looked at you and assumed your silence meant weakness. But you know better. You were being still because you were listening. You were waiting because you were aligning. You weren't behind, you were ahead, just not in the way the world measures it. And now Wednesday is coming to put you in your rightful place. Not at the back, not beneath, but elevated, positioned, glowing with clarity. Your name has been in rooms you haven't stepped into yet. Your idea has been whispered in places you never knew existed. Your energy has been felt by people who haven't even met you yet. And this Wednesday, that's the bridge. That's the day it starts becoming visible. That's the day favor flows freely toward you. The doors won't squeak open. They'll swing wide without resistance. But you must be ready. Not just ready to receive, but ready to walk through. This is not the time to second-guess yourself. You don't need more confirmation. You are the confirmation. You are the living proof that the overlooked are about to be overblessed, that the quiet ones are rising, that the misjudged are being crowned. And when this day arrives, this lucky Wednesday, don't just wait for something to happen. Expect it. Lean into it. Smile before the good news comes, because your joy is prophetic. Speak as if the victory is already yours, because in the spirit realm, it already is. This isn't about coincidence. This is about alignment. So, let the world stay distracted if it wants to. Let them chase validation and popularity. You're chasing alignment. And in doing so, you've positioned yourself to be found by the very thing others have been searching for. You will not beg for access. You will not plead for attention. You will not chase what is meant to chase you. And this Wednesday, you will see the beginning of that truth unfold. You have been too silent for too long, and heaven has noticed. You've been too generous, too loving, too patient, and God has taken note. While others climbed ladders made of manipulation, you chose integrity. And though it felt like you were falling behind, you were being preserved, protected, held back for a bigger reveal, a grander stage, a divine spotlight. And now Wednesday, a portal disguised as a weekday, a miracle hiding behind routine. But not to you. You can feel it, can't you? The inner shift, the elevation, the whisper that says, "This one is for you." You didn't imagine it. You're not making it up. What you sense is absolutely real. Something is landing. Something is arriving. And it's carrying your name. This is your breakthrough week, chosen one. This is not a moment to shrink. This is your moment to rise. And your rising begins now on a day others will overlook. But you will remember for the rest of your life. You were never called to live an ordinary life. And this Wednesday is a fresh reminder from above that you are not like the rest. Something inside of you is rare, a code of spiritual excellence buried under years of rejection, misunderstanding, and private tests. But now that code is being activated. You're being awakened, not into stress, not into chaos, but into divine timing. There is a difference between being delayed and being divinely timed. You, chosen one, were never delayed. You were hidden until the appointed moment. This Wednesday is not just any other Wednesday. It is a divine stamp, a spiritual nod from heaven saying, yes, no. And if you feel something inside of you burning, stirring, igniting, good. That's the internal yes aligning with the external shift. That's your higher self receiving the memo that the doors are open and the path is clear. This isn't fiction. It's your future knocking. It's your favor finding you. It's the reward you forgot you were even owed. Because let's be honest, sometimes you were so deep in survival, you forgot what you were promised. But promises don't expire. And lucky days don't miss their mark. There's a blessing with your name on it that's been circulating in the unseen for a long time now. Held up, not denied. Postponed, not canceled. And now, that blessing has finally been cleared for delivery. You've crossed the checkpoint. The spiritual delay has been lifted. The coordinates have been finalized. And the reason this Wednesday matters is because it carries the frequency that your breakthrough was waiting for. You're not crazy for feeling excited without seeing the evidence yet. That's what it feels like to be a chosen one walking in advanced knowing. You knew before it was obvious. You felt it when others laughed. You believed even when it was embarrassing. And heaven rewards that kind of faith. Not just with material things, but with supernatural access, with divine meetings, with unexpected checks, unscheduled favor, conversations that shift your story, and decisions made in rooms where your name is suddenly considered. That's not luck. That's alignment. And it's all pointing to now. Look around at your life right now. What if I told you that the chaos you've experienced in the last month wasn't punishment, but preparation? What if that tension you felt wasn't resistance, but recalibration? What if the rejection you faced was actually God's redirection, so you wouldn't miss what's about to happen on Wednesday? Let that settle in your spirit, because what you're entering into requires a different version of you, stronger, clearer, more grounded. You had to go through what you did. You had to lose some people. You had to cry those tears. You had to sit alone in the dark with your thoughts and face every voice of doubt and fear. But look at you now. You're still here. And that means your mission isn't over. In fact, it's about to begin on an entirely new level. Chosen one, this lucky Wednesday is not about winning the lottery. It's about becoming the miracle others didn't expect. You are the testimony that people didn't see coming. You're the answer to a prayer someone else gave up on. You are the proof that obedience pays off, and faith always multiplies. And when Wednesday arrives, it will carry a softness with it. A peace, a strange calm before the miracle. A smile you didn't earn by circumstance, but by spiritual alignment. That's how you'll know you've stepped into it. Your body will relax. Your mind will clear. Your heart will whisper, "Yes, this is it." And once this moment starts, things will move quickly. Don't be surprised when things accelerate without effort. Don't question it. You've planted the seeds. You've done the hard part. Now it's time to gather. This is harvest disguised as surprise. This is answered prayer dressed in acceleration. But hear this. You must allow yourself to receive it. Don't block your own blessings by clinging to your old identity. You're not the same person you were even 3 weeks ago. You've outgrown that version of you. And your lucky day needs the real, risen version of you. Not the one still trapped in fear. Say yes to yourself again. Say yes to being seen. Say yes to elevation. Because Wednesday isn't showing up empty-handed. It's carrying everything you once thought was lost. Restoration, clarity, new doors, new momentum, favor in places where you were once denied. And you will know with no doubt that this was your moment. It will feel like heaven itself reached down and whispered, "I didn't forget you. I've just been waiting for the perfect day." And guess what? That day is here. That day is this Wednesday. Don't look around for approval. Don't explain your excitement. Don't water down your blessing. You've been silent long enough. You've watched others be celebrated. Now it's your turn. It's your time. And heaven has declared it so. Let others say what they want. Let them gossip. Let them question how it all suddenly worked out for you. They don't know the nights you cried. They didn't see the prayers you whispered when you had nothing left to give. But the Creator saw. And the Creator has now chosen to reward you, not in secret, but openly. You're not being hidden anymore. You're being highlighted. You're not being skipped anymore. You're being sought out. Your energy is magnetic right now. Your presence is electric. Your name carries a new frequency. Things are aligning for you because you finally stopped chasing and started attracting. That's the real power of a chosen one, knowing when to be still and when to move. And you, my friend, are about to move into something bigger than even you imagined. So when this Wednesday comes, treat it like your birthday, like your grand debut, like the universe's standing ovation for your patience, for your growth, for your silent victories. Dress like you're expecting something good. Speak like it's already happened. Walk like someone who knows heaven has their back. Because you are not hoping anymore. You're expecting. You are not begging anymore. You're receiving. You are not surviving anymore. You're rising. And what's coming for you is already prepared. You're not being rushed into this. You're being ushered. You're not stumbling into luck. You're walking into prophecy. And it all begins this Wednesday. Chosen one, I want you to understand something sacred. What is about to meet you is not luck by the world's standards. It's evidence of divine orchestration. It is the undeniable truth that while others doubted you, heaven endorsed you. It is the quiet revelation that everything you thought you lost was being protected until you were prepared. And now that you are, this Wednesday won't just bless you, it will recognize you. This is when the universe says your name out loud. Don't underestimate the power of divine timing. There are days when it feels like nothing is happening, and yet, beneath the surface, everything is shifting in your favor. That's why this week has felt heavy in your spirit. Not because something bad was coming, but because something huge was preparing to land. And whenever a big blessing is about to manifest, the energy in your atmosphere tightens. Your emotions feel sensitive. Your dreams get louder. Your distractions try to increase. Why? Because the enemy always panics before your promise shows up. And this Wednesday, your promise will speak. You didn't get this far just to be teased. You weren't chosen for this path to be forgotten. And even though the middle of the week might seem like a strange time for a miracle, that's exactly how God operates. He chooses the unexpected moment to bring the unforgettable breakthrough. And while others are counting days, you'll be counting blessings. You'll be looking around, stunned at how suddenly things started flowing. There will be no more begging, no more chasing closed doors, no more tolerating spaces where your soul shrinks. This is the pivot, the turning point. And the reason it's happening now is because your internal alignment has finally caught up with your external destiny. You've done the hard inner work. You've broken cycles. You've outgrown relationships. You've challenged your own limitations. And now, your reward can find you without resistance. This Wednesday, it won't just be about something you receive. It will be about something you remember. You'll remember who you are. You'll remember what you carry. You'll remember that every no was protection. Every loss was divine setup. Every lonely night was sacred training. You'll stop doubting the way you were made, and instead, you'll start embracing your spiritual DNA. The Chosen One doesn't fit into systems because the Chosen One was born to transform them. The systems of this world are not your ceiling. They're your platform. They are the scaffolding upon which you will build a new way, and that building starts with boldness. So when Wednesday arrives, I need you to stand tall, Smile early. Declare boldly. Speak with faith. Because your words on Wednesday will shape the next 7 weeks of your life. You're not just lucky, you're loaded with divine authority. Look back for a moment, not with pain, but with perspective. Remember the times you almost gave up. The moments where giving in felt easier than holding on. And now, look where you are. Still here, still breathing, still holding space for the life you haven't even fully seen yet. That's not random strength. That's divine resilience. And it's that same resilience that's going to carry you into your lucky day. Like a crowned champion, not a victim of your past, but a vessel of your promise. I want to remind you of something most people forget. The reason your journey was so intense is because your purpose is so immense. You carry something generations before you could only dream about. You are breaking bloodline barriers. You are shifting generational expectations. You are walking into rooms that your ancestors were locked out of. And this Wednesday is a spiritual checkpoint, one where the heavens say, "Access granted. Go forward, take your seat." You'll notice strange confirmations around this day. Songs with lyrics that sound like your story. Numbers repeating. Random compliments that hit your spirit. Unexpected messages. Gentle nudges from strangers. All of them will feel like gentle whispers saying, "It's your turn now." That's how you'll know the atmosphere has changed. It's not your imagination. It's revelation. This is also the day when fear starts to lose its grip. When you realize that most of the resistance was just noise. That nothing can truly block what's ordained. That your energy was never too much. It was too real for the shallow. And now, your realness is going to be rewarded. Not with just comfort, but with influence. Not with scraps, but with overflow. This Wednesday won't require you to fight. It will invite you to flow. And that's the biggest shift of all. Moving from force to favor. From pressure to presence. From chasing timing to living inside of it. That's why you'll feel peace on this day like never before. Not because everything is perfect, but because something inside of you knows. This is divine timing. This is the payoff season. Your voice will carry more weight. Your presence will be more felt. Your impact will be undeniable. People will begin to say, "Something's different about you." And they'll be right. You've crossed over. And when you cross into your lucky day, things won't just shift around you. They'll bow to you. Favor will recognize you like a long-lost friend. Chosen one, you will notice that this day reawakens dreams that had been sleeping inside you. You'll feel stirred to take bold action, to send that message, to finish that idea.